Hello! Today we will show you how to create realistic snowfall animation in Cinema 4D and Redshift. Create a landscape object by clicking and holding on the cube icon and choosing landscape from the pop-up palette. And adjust the default camera. Add a snow material for the landscape. For this, open the Asset browser by clicking on the Asset browser logo. Search for snow. Drag and drop the snow fresh onto the landscape in the viewport. And close the Asset browser. Now let's add a cloudy sky. Create a Redshift dome light by opening the Redshift menu, selecting Lights, and clicking on the dome light. Go to the Object tab. Open the Asset browser. Search for HDRI. Drag and drop the cloudy sky HDRI you like into the texture property field of the dome light and close the Asset browser. If necessary, go to the Coordinate tab of the RS dome light and adjust the rotation properties. Create an emitter by opening the Simulate menu and clicking on Emitter, and lift the emitter up in the viewport to see it. Go to the Emitter tab of the emitter. Increase the X and Y sizes of the emitter to 500. Go to the Coordinates tab of the emitter. Set the RP property to -90 degrees so that the emitter emits downwards. And set the PY to about 500 centimeters, so that the emitter is above the visible part of the scene. Let's create snowflakes that our emitter will emit. The actual shapes of snowflakes vary greatly in their form. We will create 3 types of snowflakes, one of which will be a sphere, and the other 2 will be created by modifying the sphere. Create a sphere by clicking and holding on the cube icon and choosing sphere from the pop-up palette. Go to the Object tab of the sphere. Reduce the radius to 0.5 centimeters. Reduce the segments to 8, as we don't need smoothness. Open the Material Manager. Create a new Redshift standard material by clicking on the New Default Material Plus logo. Go to the Base Properties tab of the material. Leave the default color in the base section unchanged. Go down to the emission section. Set the weight to 0.7. Apply the material to the sphere and close the Material Manager. Then duplicate the sphere by pressing the Control button on your keyboard and clicking and dragging the sphere in the Object Manager. Go to the Coordinates tab of the sphere point 1 and set the SY to 1.7. Thus we stretch the sphere along the y-axis. After that, duplicate the sphere one more time. Go to the Coordinate tab of the sphere point 2 and set the SX and SZ to 1.7. Thus we stretch the sphere along the X and Z axis. Select all spheres in the Object Manager and make them children of the emitter. Now let's set up the emitter. Select the emitter in the Object Manager. Go to the Particle tab. Increase the birth rate viewport and birth rate renderer to 1000. Set the stop emission to frame 600. Reduce the speed to 35 centimeters. Set the variation of speed to 20% so that the snowflakes fall at different speeds. Set the rotation to 10 degrees and leave the variation of rotation at 100% to ensure random rotation of snowflakes. And check the Show Objects box. Let's make the snowflakes fall more randomly. Create the turbulence object by opening the Simulate menu, selecting Forces, and clicking on Turbulence. Go to the Object tab, reduce the strength to 0.5 centimeters, and set the scale to 50%. Finally, extend the timeline to 600 frames. Move the time slider to frame 300 to start from the time when the snowflakes are already fallen to the ground, and press the play forwards button in the animation toolbar. This is what we got after rendering. Thank you for your attention, subscribe to the channel and put your finger up.